Okay, so there are no answers to questions that we have. Is that what you said?
Right, we do not do a back and forth on public comment.
Okay. Can I ask a quick question? How can I get answers? If I want certain, if I'm asking certain questions, when do I do that to get the answers?
I would think that,
Historically, as the board school services process went along, the best answer I gave for that seemed to be put that down into an email, and it in writing gives us a chance as board members
Okay.
to absorb that. It also gives us a chance to maybe reach for some of those details we may not have off the top of our heads. It also gives you a chance to distribute our answers, any answers that you get back, a little more easily. So that would be, I think, the best way, particularly because you may have some questions that are pretty specific in nature.
Right. Okay.
So it may require a bit of fact-finding.
Okay, so do email the whole board?
I think that,
Is that,
or you could email the board, or you could
Okay.
email the clerk of the board.
okay, I can do that. All right, so I kind of jumped the gun, so let me go back and start at the beginning. Okay, I am Lorri Saville. I have been a teacher with Alleghany since I started in 1993. Taught at Bowling Spring when we built the middle school. I went to the middle school, and that is where I have been in the same room, teaching the same, I teach math. So I've got a lot of heart in that school, and even though I'm up here speaking by myself, I'm speaking on behalf of the staff that was able to come with us tonight, and it's not only Clifton Middle School staff, but I've been in touch with some of the Jeter Watson staffs, and what we're concerned about is the location of the middle school next year. It is my understanding that the configuration of schools within a division is at the discretion of the local school board. So it is my understanding, based on that something can change. We were able to bring together Edgemont and Jeter Watson and change their names. At the beginning, I was told everything was done, you can't change anything, but that kind of opened up my door, and I'm going, maybe it's not. So I started going back and reading, and back on July 19th in one of your meetings, that's what I quoted from your minutes, that the discretion is up to you all now. So we're kind of here begging for our children. We will do what we have to do as adults. We are professionals, as you all are professionals. But what's best for our children is not to take them out of a middle school setting and put them into a high school setting. When Covington High School was built, I am certain that it was built to the best standards of that time. They followed every stipulation that had to be had, but that was for a high school. When the middle school was built, it was built to the best of its ability with the concept of a middle school in hand. Our middle school children, they're a different breed. They're different creatures. You never know from day to day what's going to happen. And the way that our middle school is set up and designed is perfect for them. We have the 6th grade on the bottom hall with some of our electives and our self-contained classroom. Then on the upstairs hall, we have our 7th and 8th grade. And that's typically how you try to approach middle school. We can keep our children, our 6th graders, a little bit separated from 7th and 8th graders. We can break them in. We can, it's a big jump. Parents are petrified. We give them comfort by saying, we've got them down here. Don't worry, they're intermixed, yes, with 7th and 8th grade, some, but not a tremendous amount. We try to do that gradually. And that's because our middle school was built for that. It was built for a middle school. If we got a phone call today that said, by Wednesday, you all need to be ready because we're going to bring in all of the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade of the system to your school, there's nothing that we would have to do. There's no updating, no changing, no anything. We've got the bus loop ready, we've got the halls ready, we've got classrooms, we have up-to-date science rooms. We have our, everything is just ready. We can accommodate them, and actually we have said when we met as a division at the beginning of the school year, how it's a shame that we didn't just able to bring them all together, because we have teacher shortages, and that would have eased their burden and our burden as well. So, and the fact that Covington High School is an amazing facility. Let me start there by saying that the architect work inside that building is like no other. The historical value within our system, I mean, my grandmother graduated from there, and she was always so proud of it. My daddy was a big football player there. And I think there's many years left in that building, but not as a middle school. Our students, they need a middle school design. And at this point, I want to go ahead and invite you all to the middle school. Please come. Don't come and just spend a half hour and just walk the halls. Come into our classrooms. Come and see what we do. Come and see the building, see how it works, see how it operates. Spend a half day with us so that you can also experience middle school, because everybody should just have to experience middle school, because it's truly a different beast. But we're hoping that we can save our middle school. The students, we have nice big classrooms, we have well lit, we have everything that we need. Like I said, it could even be tomorrow. They could say, change plans tomorrow, they're coming in, and we can accommodate everybody. And some of the questions that I did have, and I will email to you all, but if we do close the middle school doors, what's going there? That's one of the big questions. Everybody wants to know what's going in the middle school if it's not a middle school. And that's just a big question for all of us. Also, we were told that there was a survey when the consolidation was starting and all that stuff. And I've spoke to many, and I'm not saying that we didn't get it, but I don't remember getting it, and many do not remember. Can we redo a survey? Can we send it out? And can you ask the teachers, the ones who are with our students every day? We know their needs. We know what needs to happen. Can you redo a survey? Ask them. Even ask the 5th graders who will, they will be impacted. The 6th and the 7th graders. See, I'm curious to see I don't know what their opinion would be, but that would be interesting to find out. But I just ask that we look into this more. And the fact that, like I said, when I saw on that July 19th meeting that the configuration of schools is at the discretion of the local school board, I thought, okay, this is not a done deal. We can save our middle school and do what's best and most appropriate for our middle school students. So that's pretty much it, and I will email you all of my questions, and then yes, hopefully once we get some answers, we can share that with everybody, and I will probably see you next month.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.